The most important SEO strategy that you'll engage in is the content marketing strategy. Now, you've heard me speak about content marketing already before, but content marketing is where you are marketing content that you develop on your website, and you market it in a number of different ways. So we can, for example, market, video content, we can market audio content, we can market article content, we can market presentation content, and we can market each of those contents in any of those ways as well. So video content can be marketed as audio, as articles, so on and so forth. So there's a number of different combinations of techniques that you can use when it comes to content marketing. But the basic tenets of content marketing is that you have, at the basis of it, is that you have high quality content. So your whole purpose is to develop high quality content. Of course, I think I've already driven that concept home for you, but we're talking about the on-page content. So, content that's on your website has to be extremely high in quality. Then what we do is we almost go on like a content roadshow. We go to different authority sites where we can post content, and we market the original content by creating more high quality content. And that high quality content contains a link back to our content. Now, it doesn't always have to be the same primary keyword that's linking back, but that's definitely a good relevancy signal. But as you've already seen me allude to already with the LSI and LSA stuff, relevancy signals are mixed, and if you try to do too much over optimization, you could get dinged for it. But the whole point is to create excellent content on authority sites which have very high page ranks, and you're going to create that excellent content linking back to similar content on your website. You might be asking, how does this really benefit you? This strategy is quite possibly the most important strategy that you're going to wield in SEO. This is a way where you can skyrocket yourself to the top of SERPs, especially if you have some age and domain authority behind you. If you purchased an age domain, or you already have a little bit of authority behind you, then this is a great strategy. If you don't, this is still a great strategy, because even if the content on your website isn't getting a lot of traffic, the content that you develop on the authority sites will get a lot of traffic. Why? Because you are developing content on an authority domain, which already has a lot of domain authority. So that means it has good visibility with Google. So this is great because you're kind of killing two birds with one stone. You are improving the page rank of your website, but you're also getting in front of those all-important eyes right away. So if you set yourself up correctly, for example, if you set up a good sales funnel on your website, then doing this strategy, you could be making money very, very quickly. You don't have to wait years and years or months and months to start making money with SEO. But as long as you have things configured properly, you set yourself up as an authority, you deliver high value content that's high in quality, of course, then this is an excellent strategy to employ. But let me give you kind of a graphical representation of what this looks like. Here I've depicted content marketing in two different ways. Now, we can do single tier content marketing, where this is your website or the content on your website, and this is the authority site. Now, the link juice, of course, is passing down from the authority site to your site. So, this is where you're creating your content, and you are marketing the content that's on your website. So this authority site is going to get some pretty decent traffic because it's an authority site and it already has great visibility. So there's also a double tier method that you can employ as well. Now, also what we're going to do, coming back to number one, is the authority site, we're going to give this a little bit more of a boost by doing some social media shares and other stuff, so that this authority site content has lots more links coming into it. So the link juice is higher. Remember, all that link juice is going to disseminate down into your site. So we have to focus on building up this rung here, and all of that link juice will pass down through that link. So another method is going to be a double tiered method. The double tiered method is extremely powerful as well. Now, we already talked about link juice, so hopefully you have a better understanding of that. As you can see here, this link down here is wider because more link juice is coming in. Now, these are also authority sites. So what we're doing here is we have authority site content that's marketing content on our site, but then we have authority site content marketing the authority site content that's marketing content on our site. Now, might sound like a word game, but this is extremely powerful stuff. And then we do social media shares for this, and for this. So this is huge link juice coming down into your site. Now, this is not easy. Each of these pieces of content have to be high quality, unique, well researched, and they can't really sound exactly the same. It can't sound like a spun article. You're not going to get a lot of traction if you do that. But if you do this correctly, and we'll look at a few different methods to employ as far as this is concerned, then you could have a huge boost in the SERPs. So let's see what we're doing here in effect. Now, we saw these two. Now this is a triple tier strategy. It's basically where what we're doing is we're doing some sharing and some other stuff, a little bit more than just link sharing, but a little bit more complex of these top tier, these second tier links. Now we could of course also share and do social media for the first tier links, but this is also pretty powerful. As you can see, this is done in a different way. We have 3 different columns here, and each of these columns is all coming down into our site, which is at the bottom rung here. So as you can see, this has huge amounts of link juice coming from here, huge amounts of link juice coming from here, and huge coming from here. All this should do is just give you a graphical representation of the work that you're going to be doing. I want you to focus on this content marketing stuff because this is going to be huge for your boost in the SERPs. If you do this right, you're going to have to create an action plan. You're going to have to get organized, maybe use an Excel spreadsheet, Google Docs, whatever, or Google spreadsheet. What you want to do is get organized, and we're going to look at how we can get organized a little bit, but there's going to be a lot of work to do here. You don't want to blast this out all at once, of course, and this is going to take you time anyways to create each of these content. But what we have to do first is focus on this excellent content on your website, because everything is going to filter down to that, and all of this stuff is doing is really marketing the content that's on your site. So this is kind of an overview of the content marketing strategy. Of course, we have to develop that high quality content. We're going to create content on the authority site. That authority site content is going to link down to our content, and then our whole goal is going to try to get people to share all this stuff. But when they get to our website, we have to be able to convert them from visitors into buyers. So we have to be able to have a way to do that. So email sign up, whatnot. We have to focus on creating a system where we can turn those visitors into real and actual profits.